Namaskar, I am Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. In a recent incident in Andhra Pradesh's Rayachoti town, a bus carrying devotees of Lord Ayyappa was reportedly attacked by extremists. The provocation? The devotees were playing devotional songs in their vehicle. A recurring theme in these incidents is the blatant downplaying of attacks on Hindus by police, further exacerbating the community's dissatisfaction and mistrust towards law enforcement agencies. The mob, which attacked the bus carrying devotees, claimed that the music's volume was too loud and demanded it to be stopped. However, the aggression didn't end there. The attackers proceeded to assault the devotees and even the bus driver, inflicting physical and emotional trauma on the pilgrims. While the Annamaya district police acknowledged that the attack took place, their primary focus seemed to be on silencing netizens who voiced their outrage online. Instead of addressing the core issue or ensuring justice for the victims, the authorities issued warning against spreading false information on social media. This stance has raised questions about whether the police are more concerned with preserving their reputation than upholding justice. Undoubtedly, curbing misinformation is essential to maintain communal harmony. However, this approach also appears to serve as a tactic to suppress public discussion about such incidents, shielding the authorities from criticism. By focusing on optics rather than action, the police risk alienating the very communities they are supposed to protect. The latest incident underscores a troubling pattern that has emerged, particularly in southern part of India, where the police have consistently downplayed attacks on Hindus and their faith. In January 2023, allegations of excessive force by Kerala police against Ayyappa devotees at Sabarimala created widespread outrage. Pilgrims reported verbal abuse, physical assault, and indiscriminate violence by officers, leading to injuries and hospitalizations. Despite the severity of these allegations, the authorities dismissed them as exaggerated complaints. Another case highlighted the same when in 2019 attack on Ayyappa devotees in Tamil Nadu was brushed off by the police as a small skirmish, minimizing the victims' trauma and failing to address the underlying communal tensions. Back in 2018, Kerala police labelled an attack on Sabarimala devotees as a minor incident, once again downplaying the gravity of the situation. These incidents reveal a consistent failure of the police to take Hindu grievances seriously. The dismissive attitude not only denies justice to the victims but also emboldens perpetrators by signaling that such actions will face minimal consequences. In the Rayachoti case, the police stated that a peace committee was formed with members from both communities to ease tensions. However, this raises an important question. If the incident was not communal, as the police claims, why was such a committee needed? The reluctance to acknowledge the communal nature of these incidents speaks to a larger issue, an institutional hesitation to confront the reality of anti-Hindu attacks. The repeated instances of police inaction or downplaying of attacks on Hindus highlight a concerning bias in their approach. This negligence not only undermines the faith of the Hindu community in the justice system, but also sows the seeds for further polarization and unrest. Jai Hind.